Good afternoon, Money Masters. Here for step 8 of the Control Your Money Budget series. Today's walk is brought to us by Money. Not cooperating today. Money said you're not going to the gym, so I'm outside. All right, step 8. Step 7 was your debts. Step 8 is your giving. Wait, before you scroll to another video. I don't mean just your giving to others, but also your giving to yourself. And it's really important that this is on your budget. And when we get to the layout of the budget, you'll see that it's at the very top. And it's one of the reasons that I mentioned it last, because I want it first in your mind when you go to start laying out your budget. So giving is very important. Giving has transformed my finances over the years, but specifically in 2021, I have been tithing. So I believe in tithing, and I've been tithing for 20 something years. And for a long time, I wasn't tithing the 10% that, is talked about. I was tithing what I felt I could tithe, what I felt comfortable tithing. And in 2021, after a discussion with a friend, thank you, Tito, I said to myself that I needed to challenge myself to tithe what I should be tithing, and change my life, change my financial trajectory, change all of that. So just a FYI, if you're interested in tithing. But tithing is not the only way to give. Charitable donations, giving back to others, very important. It's funny because yesterday I was watching a church service, and the pastor said, y'all know it's almost the end of the year, so hurry up and donate to the church so you can write it off on your taxes. He was just telling the truth. And I do also make donations to organizations, to help the community and help others, but also for tax purposes. I ain't gonna lie to you. So these are just a couple of the ways that you can give back. Tithes are also tax deductible. But I just find it really important to give out in general, not just for tax purposes. I'm just mentioning those, to be responsible. But giving out is so important, because the more you give, the more you receive. And to whom much is given, much is required. And I just find that giving makes me feel good. Giving makes a difference. I'm able to give, and that's one of the things I'm most proud of in terms of my finances, is the ability to give. And I'm telling you, I've had to give to some very impactful situations and circumstances, and to be able to do that in those times has meant everything to me. Like, when I've done it, it's just been like, if this is what I've been on this financial journey for, if this is the reason for it, it's worth it. It's worth every decision, every sacrifice, every strategy, and I mean a handful of situations, but they have been so important to me that I'm glad that I was able to contribute in that way at those times. So giving is extremely important, but not just giving to others again, but also giving to yourself. And when I say giving to yourself, I'm referring to saving. Because managing your finances, in my opinion, is not just about today. It's not just about catching up on your bills. It's not just about being able to get what you want. It's not just about being able to give. It's about being able to save and build for the future and have what you need when you need it. Because there's few situations in adulthood, I can't say in life, but in adulthood, if you have any ability, if you have mental ability, physical ability, there are a few situations in adulthood where you are not going to need money in the future. Like, something's going to happen. Your car going to break down. Your kids gonna need braces. Somebody gonna graduate and they need regalia for that. You're gonna want to buy a home. There's few adults who won't need money down the line. So budgeting, in my opinion, is not really working if you're not able to save. And I don't mean save $1 million. I don't have $1 million saved. Nowhere close. I imagine I will get there one day. I think that's what I'm working towards. But saving, if you have, to me, like success is for my 9 to 5 workers, and this is just coming from my background and my experience. $500 to $1,000, you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of most people if you have $500 to $1,000 saved in a bank. And if you don't believe me, ask the people around you if they have $500 to $1,000 saved in the bank. And most people gonna say no. I'm passing this vicious dog. He's looking at me through the gate. You better stay his butt up there. So that's what I see as success when we talk about budgeting. It's for you to get to the point where you're able to save. And so that's why I say giving to yourself. Giving to others, but also giving to yourself in the form of savings. That's my goal for everybody, especially you watching, whoever you are. That's my goal for you, is to be able to save money, have money sitting in the bank, and we'll talk about the ways that you can manipulate money that's sitting in the bank down the line in the future. But for right now, my goal for you is to get to the point where you have savings in the bank. And I believe you can do it. I believe most people can do it. Budgeting will show you how. So that's step 8 in the Control Your Money Budget series, giving to yourself and giving to others. Until next time, control your money.